Before this interview ends,
Mm-hmm.
is there anything else you were not asked? Fans want to know? People want to know? Is there anything you want to address while you're here? Anything else you didn't get a chance to mention you'd like to mention now?
I mean, definitely, I got a project dropping January 13th. Lover Boys Revenge. For the people that are like die hard, like they listen to my music a lot, like I'm trying to stay in the lane where I don't want to shit on nobody with my music. You know what I'm saying? Like it might be time. I might make a little party song here or there, but like I ain't really into that no more. Like all my new music gonna be like talking about like love, cause I mean I want to give people the music that connect. Y'all seeing me kiss all the time and be in love and engagements and y'all, me and Keisha YouTube channel got so many damn subscribers and shit. So I know that's like why they fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And the motivational videos do so well. So I want to keep giving people music like that's motivating you or telling you that it is love out there. And how to be properly loved and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And talk about this new project called Lover Boys Revenge. So it's really talking about like how all my exes treated me like shit. So this the revenge, like I'm shitting on, like I'm coming back with a vengeance. So shit, we finna try to drop music every 30 days, new project every 30 days. Content keeps I drop.
Was this a title you came up with or someone coined for you?
Yeah, I came up with it because it was a day I was going through some shit with him and some shit. Going through some shit. And then I was just like, man, fuck this hoe, man. I'm gonna make this project, like, fuck this hoe, like. And then most of the time when I make my music, I think about this certain situation, because this certain situation that made me a lot of money too, because I know it's a lot of people who go through that shit. Like, being a lover boy is cool, like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gotta be a super gangster. I'm not that. I'm a super ass, lovey ass nigga. Like, when I leave here, I'm finna come up out this shit. I'm finna go lay up under my girl like a snake. I'm finna be all wrapped up. This shit, that's me. Like, and for the niggas who like me, you feel me? Or for even the girls that's like me, that like to be cuddled up with their significant other or whoever they fucking with for the night. You know what I'm saying? You can fall in love for one night, so just letting you know that it's cool to be on that, Anybody that treats you bad too, you got your revenge. Your revenge is you being happy.
And is this project considered a mixtape, EP,
yeah. To me,
or album?
all my new shit is like mixtapes now. I'm back into that. I'm back into that like I'm back into the grind of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't with all that like industry shit. Like, I've been independent for 2 years now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been signed in a minute. So like I ain't like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't into all that like yeah, it's good to, have a lot of monthly listeners and have a lot of this, that, and the other, but when that shit comes, just focus on the music, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know now it's a saying that my team been saying, keep the main thing, man. I'm focused on my music, so it's like, whatever happened, you feel me? Put the music out and let everything else. Just back, mixtape Coca, back. You might get your mixtape every month. Shit, I might give you 2 in 1 month. I'm just gonna give y'all the music and, y'all just enjoy my shit if you fuck with it,
Now, some have a DJ host their mixtape.
Mm-hmm. I did my last project. I had Fly Guy DC from 94.5. He hosted my last shit. But this one just like all coke. But I did this project is all coke. Like ain't no features, ain't no nothing. It's just all me. I ain't fucking with nobody but me and my people, me and my producers that I fuck with, like my in-house producers and R&B. And R&B, that's it. Church work, that's it. It's us. We just dropping music. You know what I'm saying?
And how did that come about?
Oh, me and R&B? Shit crazy, like, really, like, R&B, like, I look up to them when I first started rapping. So, I DM'd them, like, 2016, you know what I'm saying? And then shit, nigga, you know how it is. You know how when I first DM'd you Small a long time ago, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't know who I was, so it's like, okay, cool. So I was like, okay, cool, well, shit, I guess I gotta keep my shit getting up. So then you know how it is. Like, as I started getting a little bit more notoriety, they hit me up and was like, And they ain't bad people though. They hit me up when they finally saw it. And they hit me and was like, oh, let's get in. So we got in the studio, but they don't got that. You know how some producers might give you a vibe like, get the beats and get out of there. They don't give you that vibe. When you come over there, it's like a damn, like it's real home. Like, especially with B, me and B, we real close. And B, he like, man, this shit crazy. This. Man, we want to be in on the video, man. We want to know what's going on with the marketing. He like my brother, so it's like, I was like, damn, and I seen he was doing something, so I was like, man, you know what, like, with the name that they got in producing, I've never known them to have an artist that's their artist. I've seen them build careers, so I want to be the artist that they, And me and B, we really like he's a married man. You know what I'm saying? He goes, B's like, he's in the studio every day. Don't get me wrong, he works hard as fuck. But by 8 o'clock, B gone. And it's teaching me, like, that's the type of, me and him got the same dynamic. By nighttime, I be wanting to be in the crib. Like, tonight is a rare night for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm out with my boy Smallz, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to tell Keisha, Smallz got me out here doing this shit, man, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm in the crib by like 5:30, 6 o'clock type shit. So we just like trench work, Coca Vango, we like bros, we just like click, you know what I mean?
So is this a collab? So just for clarification, is this simply a collaboration, or are you signed to them? Are they signed to you?
No, it's like a collab type shit, but like we eventually, I want it to be like a joint venture type thing. I want it to be Jug Rich, trench work, and then I got artists that I really believe in. Like I got some artists right now in my mind that like I'm not gonna say they broke, but a lot of artists don't want to put their money into the music because music is a big gamble. So I want it to where it's like, hey, look, your studio time is paid for. I got you a look. If you rapping about the jury, or if you need to get fly, I got you a little kit. I'm trying to be like, you know how Gotti and Gucci P. You know what I'm saying? I wanna give you a nice chain, and I wanna give you a vehicle, some wheels to make sure you get to the studio and just focus on doing your music. I don't want you to focus on going out there doing a lot of shit. Focus on your music, because I know some artists right now that could take over the game, but they don't have the structure. And what Nard and B has over there at Trenchwork is structure, and what I have is the hustle. Put that together, we can blow some artists up. So I'm trying to get my foot in the door doing this shit. And then, eventually I want to just fall back like how Gotti and Gucci. I'm trying to, sit back, have my plain Jane on, be at the BET Awards, chilling, my artists win some Grammys and shit, Yeah.
And for the audience getting to know you for the very first time, care to share your Instagram screen name?
At Coca Vango, at COCAVANGO, not Coco, Coca Vango.
And no appearance from Keisha on this project as well.
Not on this project, on the next one, not on this one.
You also made a reference to DC Young Fly hosting the last project, but you didn't share the title to the last one.
Fly Guy DC? Yeah, Fly Guy DC, he hosted Motivational Purposes, I think that was 4. Yeah, that's Motivational Purposes 4. That was the 4th one. He hosted that one.
Now, you mentioned you're independent.
Yeah, I'm independent. Been independent like 2 years now.
But you have had a record deal before.
Yeah, I was signed to LA Reid. And I was signed to LA Reid for a minute.
Now, circumstances are different for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But for you personally, why did you sign a deal at that time in your life?
It was time. You know what I'm saying? Because, I was out here doing my thing in Atlanta. It was my time. Like, it was like, I was out here doing my thing. I was doing 100,000 views on all my music videos. You know how that come? Like, damn, I got 100,000 people to post my shit. I got Smallz doing videos with me for free. I got Say Cheese posting me for free. I obviously got to have something. And then next thing you know, girl I was dating had hit me. And she was like, LA Reid want to meet you now. I just had finished dropping the mixtape, the first Motivational Purposes. And I was like, all right, bet. I went over there, and then he was like, let's get the deal done. And it's like, shit, this is a legend. So if this legend telling me that I'm the one, and LA Reid didn't come at me on no, weird shit. He came at me on some, same way like Nard and B came at me on some, you gonna be my little brother type shit. It was family. Like, his son was in there. Me and his son still hang out to this day. Me and his son got some songs coming out. His son's a writer. Aaron Reed. We got shit on my new project coming out. So they gave me a family vibe. Then me and Jazzy Faye was like family, brother. That was my brother. Chubby Baby, that's still my brother. I just talked to Chubby before I came in here. That's my brother. So it was a family thing. It felt really good. Like, that situation felt right. That's why I did it. I had no problems. Like, everything was good. The money was good. Everything was good. Everything was good.
And how long were you in that deal for?
I was signed from 2018 to 1920 to 2020 or something like that. 2018 to 2020 type shit, yeah.
And what was the name of that record label at the time?
Hiko.
And why did things eventually end?
I think it was my terms of my deal was like I think I signed like a single deal with an option. So my single was Sauce All on Me, and then I had another single with Tyga, but we just didn't push it all the way. You know how that label stuff is. Like if everything don't go like you want it to go, like you know what I'm saying. So you know how it is, and then like the label, you know what I'm saying. You know like how it is. Like they might have wanted to do something a certain way, and then like even now as I'm growing, like certain things that they want to do, I should have did. You know what I'm saying. Like I don't, you know, but it's like you know as an artist, you gotta learn. You know what I'm saying. I still look back at it like damn. I think I did everything I was supposed to do, but I could have took advantage of that situation a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And I needed to be independent so I could learn what really takes the music business. I never was into the music business. All I was into like going viral on Instagram, doing my shows, buying shit, like you know what I'm saying. So now I'm more into the business. And if I would have never got out that deal, and we would never went out separate ways, I wouldn't have learned how to start doing shit on my own. You know what I mean? So it was just time, you know, it just took its toll. Me and Keisha was signed over there together. It was just time for us to just, you know, go do our thing.
Is she still a part of that imprint as well?
We left at the same time. Yeah. And that's another reason I liked the label because it was like, it wasn't no bullshit. Like it wasn't no like bad blood type situation. It was more so like, we understand where y'all coming from. Okay, cool. Like y'all just, you know what I'm saying? You know how some people like, oh man, I can't drop no music. They hold them out. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even like that. It was like, I still was dropping shit. I dropped shit when I was with them. I dropped my project, Mr. Vango and R&B. I dropped that shit while I was with them. Hitco. So shit.
Now, prior to the deal with Hitco, did you receive any other offers at the time aside from them?
I had got a offer from another independent label was trying to do some shit with me. See, that's why I said the Hitco shit felt good because, bro, before I signed, I was like literally like I was underground blowing up. Like I know what that underground feeling feel like. So when artists be telling me they hot, I be like, y'all niggas ain't hot. Cause I know what that hot feel like. You know what I'm saying? Like when niggas start doing shit for you for free and I went and met with I met with Rock Nation 2 weeks before 2 weeks after I met with Hitco. You know what I'm saying? Then I had another independent label try to give me some bread. Then I had a distribution company try to give me some bread. I had one of my homies who's famous try to sign me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, alright. You know, I had a couple situations where niggas was trying to sign me. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I started getting features from niggas for free. Rest in peace. And my first big feature was from first bigger feature was from Trouble. You know, R.I.P. Trouble. You know, he got on the Yesterday remix. You know what I'm saying? And I did that independent. All that shit I wasn't even signed. You feel me?
Do you regret not going with a different record label that offered you a deal at that time in your life?
Hitco is the only situation I would have had like that. Like, you gotta think, when they signed me, I didn't have a hit record. They signed me off of my image. They signed me off of what they thought I could be. You feel me? Then my girl was signed to the same label. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I would have never signed to Hitco, I would have never been engaged to Keisha. I had a girl when I went. I was with a bitch before this. You see what I'm saying? So, nigga, my girl was the one my ex was the one told me that they wanted to sign me. You know what I'm saying? So, I wouldn't have found the love of my life. Keisha, the love of my life. You feel me? So I wouldn't even have found the love of my life if it wasn't for Hitco. You know what I'm saying? I went to Hitco, and L.A. Reid was like, Keisha, meet Coca. And Keisha was like, this is my best friend. And I'm like, oh shit, like what, you finna do something with them? Like, she like, yeah, like I'm finna, they playing me her music. They asking me my opinion on her music. They asking her we tell like shit, we family already. So then shit, you know, we go to the BET Awards together. We on planes together. We went and got our teeth done together. We went and bought our first Rolexes together. We got our advances at the same time. Y'all gonna fuck. Then we start fucking. And we traveling. We in Birdman studio and fucking one of the studios that Cash Money record at. We down there. We in the studio with Timbaland. All this shit is happening. How you not gonna fall in love? That would have never happened if it weren't for Hitco. If I would have never signed with Hitco, me and Keisha would not have been together like this. You know what I'm saying? Hitco brought us to that interview. Remember when we did with you, when me and Keisha was talking? Like, all that shit goes into that shit, bro. Like, if it wasn't for that, like, it wouldn't be the Bangos. Like,
Now, what ended up happening with this ex?
it just didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Like, my personality, I have a real, like, strong personality, you know what I'm saying? So, like, certain things that she, like, I'm the type person, like, and Keisha know it, that's why she don't play with me. She don't play with me at all. Like, I got that personality, like, if you do something that I feel disrespects me in any type of way, like, I can't sleep about it, I might not leave you that day. But in the back of my mind, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get the fuck on from your ass. You know what I'm saying? So, she went and did something. She gave her number to some nigga at the club or some shit. And it wasn't even that she gave her number to a nigga, you feel me? She gave her number to a nigga in the industry at that. But it's like, it was the fact that you in my car, you gave your number out, you feel me? And then when you seen on my face I wasn't fucking with it, she stood on it. Like, she stood on it, like, and I did that. So, you know, as days went on, I'm in the car, you know how it is. I'm calling all my friends, asking their opinion. And they was like, nah, just take it out. And then it's like every night we sleep, I'm looking at her like, bitch, fuck you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with you. Like, not bitch, I'm sorry. Girl, I don't fuck with you. And then it's just like, she didn't understand it. So the taste in my mouth was already so bad, like, I just could not fuck with her no more, bro. Like, I was just ready to dip, bro. And then, like, she made me fall in love with Keisha, bro. Because, like, at one point in time, I was not fucking with Keisha. I promise you. Like, that was not a thought in my brain to fuck with Keisha, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was not a thought in my brain to fuck with Keisha. You feel me? I was not thinking about fucking with Keisha. But she kept talking about the shit. Like, you with her. Duh, that's my partner. We kicking it. Like, you feel me? She was fucking with, she had a nigga. I was kicking it. We kicking it. But it's like, you gonna keep putting it in my brain. So I'm like, okay, you keep talking about this girl like she must be fine or something. So I started looking at her like, damn, she is kind of fine. Like, and then we just left her. And then I just made the decision. I think I was in Miami. And we was in the studio with Timbaland. And that's when it really clicked. Because I'm like, hold up, my life is going. I'm in the studio with legends. And Timbaland told me, like, you special. And it wasn't even my session. You feel me? He's telling me, like, you dope, I fuck with you. So I'm in the studio with Timbaland, smoking weed with Timbaland. And this girl, blowing me up, bothering the shit out of me. Nah, my life going here. I'm going here. So as soon as I got back from Miami, I got my bag, and I just packed my shit, and I just got the fuck on. I went and bought me another apartment by myself. I ain't looked back since. Shit.
So just for clarification, and using these phrases respectfully here.
Respectfully.
Keisha was never a sneaky link.
Never
a side piece.
Keisha was never a side piece.
You left free and clear from the ex before getting with Keisha.
Literally, bro. When we came and did that interview with you, me and Keisha was not messing around yet. At all. Like, literally not at all. Like, literally, like, I was literally going back home to the girl. You feel me? I never left my home when I was living with her, my ex, and cheated on her. Okay? That was never the case. Like, I don't even know why they painted that picture. That was never the picture that was painted. That shit should have been painted. I bought an apartment by myself. If I was, let's be real here, to save money, if I really was fucking with Keisha, I could have moved out my apartment and moved in with Keisha. Keisha had her apartment up the street. I did it very respectfully. I said, I don't want to do this anymore. Bought an apartment, paid her rent, the other girl's rent, for like a month or two, because I just got my check, my advance and shit. And I just moved on with my life. Like, even in the middle of that, I went and fucked with some other bitches. I'm gonna be real with you, like that. And that's what was the crazy part. Like, people like, oh, she was a side bitch, or no. After me and that girl broke up, I went and fucked some other girls. I was done. I just didn't want to be with her anymore, because any relationship that if you're in a relationship with somebody and you tell them something hurting you, I'm literally being like a lover boy, like the project I'm finna drop. I was saying it, like, I can't get over the fact that you gave your number out. I can't get it through my brain because me, as a female, I would never do that. You know what I mean? So I can't get over it. And she's saying, I don't give a fuck. She didn't say I don't give a fuck, but I could just tell in her actions she didn't give a fuck. I just left, bro. Like, I left, like, respectfully, like, and start fucking with 3 other girls. And then I fucked with Keisha on a random, like, we was in the studio at Hitco, and something happened. And I gave her a hug, and then that hug just felt different that day. And then shit, we started, like, it went there.
When it went there, who initiated it to go there?
It was like both. So what happened was, like, when I had got my new apartment, my apartment was right by her apartment. You know what I'm saying? We had an apartment on 14th Street. And one day, regular day. No, what happened was, she had a nigga she was fucking with. And I don't know if she was fucking with the nigga, because the nigga was like, I think he was like a comedian or some shit, I don't know. But some nigga she was talking to was trying to spend the night with her. And I guess, you know what I'm saying, the nigga was acting like he want to fuck. So she asked me my opinion, and I was just like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because I really don't give a fuck. So I'm like, I don't know. But then I ain't got no bitch, and I was on my little player mode. So at this time, I got 3 bitches that I'm fucking with, and Keisha's in my car. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm dropping her off at her apartment that she just got. And I said some shit like, you need to suck my finger. And then she did it. But that's what let me know, like, damn, maybe I can try her. Because she sucked my finger. So I'm like, we supposed to be partners, friends. You just sucked my finger. That's wild. So now I went back to my apartment, and I'm just thinking, like, damn, that girl just really sucked my finger. And went in the house. So then, you know how it is, you know what I'm saying? I'm a man, so, you know, one day, you know what I'm saying, put me on some nice little, some comfortable sweatpants, nice t-shirt, some cologne, took a nice little shot, you know what I'm saying? And I went over there, we looked at a movie. Like we always used to do. We used to do that as friends. And this particular time, she sat on my lap with some booty shorts on. So I'm like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm grown as a motherfucker now. So then she was like, you need to leave. And I was like, why? She was like, because I'll fuck you. I said, oh, okay. I already know what this is. So then we just, you know, one thing led to another. And, you know, we naked. Like, yeah, it just turned. We've been together ever since. Because she said, she's real aggressive. She ain't with that shit. She ain't with that. Keisha ain't with all this. That's why I don't know why people talking about side bitch. Keisha not even that type of bitch. Like, Keisha's a real raw ass, like, she's real raw. Like, she told me straight up after we, like, fucked around. Straight up, she was like, oh, nah, you my nigga. You my man. I don't give a fuck what you got going on. Tell all them bitches they cut. You my man. And we've been rocking out ever since.
And how long has it been at this point? You two have been officially in a relationship for?
5 years now. Finna be 5 years. About to be 5 years.
When you were with the ex that you broke up with before Keisha, how long was that relationship for?
Like 2 years.
Is this relationship you're in with Keisha the longest relationship you've ever been in?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think, or what do you think's been the reasoning or the secret or however way you want to phrase it, that you've been able to be in a committed relationship for this amount of time, 5 years?
I've been in a relationship for 5 years because, like, that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. And, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be honest with you. You got to go through this. I got dogged out by bitches before. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I told you about the other situation. She tried me. You know what I'm saying? And then I had a situation before that when a girl telling me that I wasn't going to be nothing. I had a girl tell me I wasn't going to be nothing. She talked about everything about me. She talked about my Honda. She talked about everything I had. Everything about me that made me feel low. She made me feel like an ant. You know what I'm saying? So I needed to go through that. I've had the worst woman in the world, I think. I've had the worst bitch in the world. So with me and Keisha, I got her when I had been fucked up. I got her when I was ready to give my love to somebody who's the best woman in the world. You get what I'm saying? Like, I've had to work. I've had the girl that don't clean up. I've had the girl that don't cook. I had the girl that don't support. I've had that. So it was time for me to finally now I have a girl that clean, suck dick, fuck every night, hug me all the time. Every song I make, she think is good. She just supports me so crazily. She love me, fuck with me so fucking hard. That's why we just rocking like that, because we just so, you know what I'm saying? We really tight, you know what I'm saying? Because I've had the worst and she's had the worst. She's had some niggas do her dirty, but I had some people do me dirty. So I think that's why we click, because we both have had the worst relationships in America, in the world. We've had the worst people, bro. I've dated the worst bitches in the world. So, but I'm happy I dated the worst bitches in the world, because it makes me appreciate the great woman I got. I got me some, she cooks, Smallz. She cooks, she clean. She cooks, she clean, she fucks, and she bad, and she don't go nowhere. She's at home right now. She's always at home. Finally, I got one, so I ain't gonna let that go. I be damned, you know what I mean?
How are her chicken wings?
Bro, stupid, bro. Her chicken wings are stupid, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I ain't trying to even gas her up. All her food good. Before I started dating her, I never ate salmon. I didn't eat salmon. I eat salmon now. Her salmon's so good. Salmon and rice good. She be trying shit off of TikTok. Like, we just had some TikTok spaghetti the other day. That shit was good as fuck. She just made some, you know, we don't eat pork. But before I used to eat pork, I love pork ribs. I used to love pork ribs. Keisha know how to make some tender beef ribs. She the bomb. Like, that's my dog, man. That's my, you know.
Who said I love you first?
I might have said it. I might have said it, but I might be lying. But I might have said it. Because when we first started messing around, she used to be trying to act funny. So, like, it probably was me. Because she used to be acting weird. When it first happened, that's why when people be making up the little assumptions, they don't even know what this took. Like, this shit was rocky at the beginning. She used to be acting weird as fuck. Like, she didn't want to say shit. You know what I'm saying? She didn't really start, like, we didn't start fucking with each other. It was one time we was on a flight from California. And she said, you ain't finna keep fucking these bitches. And that's when I knew it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit was weird at the beginning, bro. It was weird at the beginning. So I probably said it, because she, you know what I'm saying? I probably said it, you know what I'm saying? I probably said it.
Do you know how long you were in the relationship for before you say those words?
That I loved her?
Yeah.
I think I told her before we started fucking around. Before it got, like, deep, you know what I'm saying? I think it was around the time when I was fucking other bitches, though. It was because we wasn't fucking yet. So I loved Keisha before we start romantically being involved. I loved her as a person. Like, I like, you know, the story that we told, you know, like, when she was sleeping in the car, and then I just was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna get you together, you know what I'm saying? I loved her then, because any person that takes a leap of faith from, you know, Keisha lived in, like, Gwinnett, Snellville. The city, I was living in Atlantic Station. Atlantic Station is maybe 30 minutes from there. If you come out here every day, sleep in your car at night, that's some grind. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I loved that about her. That's what made me want to help her so much. And I loved her like that. Like, we was friends, so we was so cool. So, like, I loved her before we started messing around like that. So it probably was me. I probably told her that, like, literally months before. Literally.
Now you two are engaged at this point.
Yes, sir.
And the engagement was shown on social media.
Yeah, Shade
the proposal.
Yeah, Shade Room posted it.
At what point, and before you get asked this question, is this the first time you've ever been engaged to someone?
Mm-hmm.
To marry?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, never. I never thought about this before.
At what point do you make a decision like that? How does one know when to pop a question of that magnitude?
That's a good question. I was scared for like a year. It just was like getting to the point, like I told you, Keisha done bought me an AP. I done bought Keisha Cartier two-tone watches. I done bought Keisha big-ass Cuban chains. I done bought Keisha almost 10 Birkins. I done gave Keisha 20, 30, 40,000. Yeah, we've spent so much money on each other. It's like, how many damn gifts we gonna do before I give you a ring? Now it's like I'm dancing around the ring. Then I started seeing it on Instagram and people like, when you gonna give her a ring? And then I had to just think about it like, I think we was in Mexico. Not Mexico. I think we was in Turks and Caicos. And I was like, damn, she was asleep. And I said, damn, this is who I'm gonna be with for the rest of my life. And then I just planned it. So I literally was gonna propose to her that Christmas. I did not want to buy gifts that Christmas. I wanted to propose and start saving up so we could start, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to stack our bricks because it's time for us to purchase like a big ass house, you know what I'm saying? Fucking, she ruined the fucking proposal for Christmas, bro. She fucking, I don't want nobody coming over our house because we just got our new house and that we're living in now. I don't want nobody coming to our house. She fucked the proposal up, bro. So you know what that means. I had to go buy some Chanel bags and all that shit to cover it up. I bought her some gifts. And then yesterday was our anniversary. And January came and I rented out a big ass, nice ass modern house. And I invited my fly guy from the radio. I invited all her friends, AZ Productions. Everybody came over and I proposed to her. B. Simone, everybody just came over and I just proposed to her in front of everybody. I was happy as fuck. I was ready because I don't see myself being with nobody else, like, you know.
And what is the plan at this point?
With me and her?
Marriage-wise.
Marriage-wise? We've done a lot of interviews for, like, different TV shows and shit that's gonna come out. So we was, like, thinking, like, oh, we're gonna get married. Because at first we was gonna do this other show that I can't talk about. But we was gonna do the show, and we might still do the show. And we'll probably get married on there. And then we got another, and talks with another show. We might do it on there. But me, like, I know how I am, and she know how I am. Like, if I'm gonna do it big. So we got some plans on, like, doing it, but, like, I just know how I want to do it. It got to be done right. I want my shit to look like a fucking, you ever seen the Prior Malls fashion show? I want my shit to look like a fucking fashion show. You know what I'm saying? Crazy shit. So it's like, it got to be done right. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing. It's probably hopefully it happen this year, but it just got to be right. Everything, the moment got to be right. It can't be you dropping clothes every week. I'm dropping clothes every week. I'm dropping music, and then we just squeeze a wedding in there. No, it got to be like party beforehand, party afterwards, big ass wedding. Figure out who's gonna be on the list. Invite everybody who has something to do with our personal life, and invite everybody who has something to do with our career. That shit is gonna take time, you know.
And just a follow-up question on the engagement. You had seen comments, hey, when are you guys going to get married or engaged or whatever? But was that ever talked about between you two before you actually popped that question to her?
Yeah, she used to be making a lot of jokes like, I know, like, whenever you give me a ring, she ain't never think I was going to do it. I don't think she ever thought I was going to do it. Like, I don't think she ever thought I was going to do that shit. Like, she used to always say that, like, yeah, like, I'm going to get a ring. One day when I get a ring. And then shit, I was just like, man, shut your ass up. Like, I've been trying to get this ring. Like, you know what I'm saying? She didn't even know I had been working on that shit for months. Like, before it was supposed to be Christmas last year.
So was she honestly surprised when you popped that question?
Fuck yeah. She was crying. You see that shit? Her fucking eyelashes came on. She was crying because, so me and my friend, Junior, we got a company called Viral Management. And it's been doing well. So what we had did was invite everybody. And we said, this is a party for Viral Management. You know what I'm saying? We're going on a year. It's doing well. So she comes looking good. You know, she comes, doing her thing or whatever. So Johnny Cabell, our booking agent, was like, let's toast up to Coca and Julian with their business, and Viral Management is doing well, and everybody toasting up. And then Julian says, well, you're my best friend. And that's when it's like, she's holding her glass. She like, what the fuck? This ain't about me. And I love you so much or whatever. So then next thing you know, Julian starts crying. So then she starts crying a little bit. What really made the tears come out was B. Simone walked in late. And B. Simone was like smiling. And she know Viral Management, yeah, B. Simone is a very good friend of mine. But B. Simone doesn't know much about that type of shit that we do. You know what I'm saying? So she knew it. When she seen B. Simone, she was like, oh shit. She's just like, She started crying. Because she seen B. Simone. And her mom walked out. She knew it then. She was like, oh, shit. And that's when she married me. And she fucking was like crying, looking crazy. Like her fucking eyelash off, her makeup running all over the place. It was crazy. Like, yeah, that shit was like, she didn't know at all.
Now, just like Christmas didn't happen like it was supposed to, was there any chance of this not happening or going according to plan?
Nah, this was going to go to plan. I had this shit like mapped to the T. Because one thing about Keisha, if Keisha could be here right now with me, she would. Keisha is like, that girl want to be in my pocket, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I already knew that if I said I'm getting a big modern mansion in the city, I'm inviting everybody over. I catered it. Bought drinks. We really set this shit up. Do you really think she was going to let her stay at home without, you know what I'm saying? She know everybody coming like it was a vibe. So she came. It was no way this was going to not go right. That shit went perfect. Like, that shit went perfect, literally.
Now, of the party goers that you mentioned, did everybody know this was about to happen? This was the plan?
Everybody knew. Like, Aze went with us to Mexico. Aze, one of my close friends. So I told Aze. Well, really, Aze's wife told me it was time. But I just was waiting for the right ring. Because I know if I would have got her, like, a big-ass, like, just stone, niggas would have been like, okay, like, what's so special about it? So then Julian, he the one told me, like, you know what I'm saying? He told me, like, you know, where to get the stone from. And then we started getting the ring built out. And, you know, we got to fit her finger because Keisha got, like, different type of fingers and shit. So we just had to make sure that shit was, like, on point. You know what I mean? So Aze knew. His wife knew. Fly got decent. Yeah, everybody knew. The only person that did. Yeah, her mom, everybody knew.
Richard too?
Who?
Richard?
Richard knew. And his video went viral. Fucking being fucking stupid as fuck. But yeah, Richard knew for sure. Definitely.
Fly guy
definitely knew. Yeah. He definitely knew. Me and him really close though. Like me and Fly Guy, like we like close. Like we came up together. You feel me? I remember when he was hosting fucking parties at Scores. That's my dog.
Now, when it comes to the relationship between you two at this very moment, this is the final question here. Is there anything you weren't asked about it? People want to know. Is there a question about this relationship you weren't asked? People want to know about it. Anything else you want to say in regards to this relationship at this very moment?
I feel like if anybody feel like it's not possible for them to have a relationship like this, they can. You know what I'm saying? If you just put your egos to the side, you know, in our relationship, the people want to know why our relationship is doing so well. It's like, it's no egos in our relationship. Like, if I have a good idea, Keisha takes my idea. If she has a good idea, I take her idea. You know what I mean? And we ain't on no, like, it's not a competition with us. Like, I start a clothing line, you want to do one too? Okay, cool. Let's get some money over here. We'll do it together. You want to drop some music? Okay, cool. I get in the studio with you. I write some music with you. I want to drop some music. Okay, cool. Come give me a feature. It's just like a real, like, it's just no egos. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no egos. Ain't nobody using nobody. We both just work hard and feel like it's attainable, you know.
Have people in the music industry respected this relationship between you two?
At first, no. At first, it was more so like, you know how it is, like, it's just like a blog. Somebody might say, oh, this blog bigger than DJ Smallz because they got more followers. But at the end of the day, Smallz is a staple in this shit, you know what I'm saying? You don't give a fuck. Keisha got almost 3 million followers, you feel me? When we first started dating, I had 100K. So that's a lot off, you know? So niggas, it probably been people like, oh yeah, he might be trying to use her for this, or somebody might be trying to da-da-da-da-da. And then like as the shit started going on, like we did the interview with you. It was like, oh well, she was homeless and he helped her, regardless of Instagram followers. You know what I'm saying? Or Keisha's on the radio and Coca's on the radio at the same time. Or I know Coca from this content and I know Keisha from this content. Or together they have a YouTube together. We had to show people that with us, we don't give a fuck what y'all think. We know what it is. Like, we know that I got money and she got money. Ain't nobody using each other. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we both know how much money we got, but that's our business. But I got money and she got money. You know what I'm saying? She got signed to LA, I got signed to LA. We got almost the same amount of money from LA. And then we get shows and we do YouTube. So if you do the math on our separate lives, we just know we doing well. You get what I'm saying? So I just don't never want nobody to put that narrative out there like somebody using somebody, or like I see people in my comments sometimes be like, oh, she a gold digger. How she a gold digger? Like, I bought her a designer bag before we even had sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to buy girl shit. I'm just like one of them spending money ass type nigga. So it's like, yeah, like, I just don't want nobody to ever think like it's that. You know what I'm saying?
What about on the opposite end of the spectrum? Have there ever been comments or maybe people in the music industry that say things like, you know, maybe Coca's holding her career back? Maybe if she was single, she'd be bigger than where she's at. Or maybe you'd be bigger than where you're at.
It happened both ways. I've had, so one of the A&Rs was like, oh, well, Coca, you gotta be out here mingling with these girls because this song is a summer song and da-da-da-da-da. But it's just like, see, me, I pay attention to the internet just like how you, Smallz, you pay attention to what content does well for you. If y'all telling me, right, I just like to put two and two together. If y'all telling me I need to go mingle with these girls that I've never put content out with them before, get to know them, I might not like them. When I have a female in my home that it's a proven fact they love us together, you're an idiot. You see what I'm saying? So your point is void. Like, you don't have a point anymore. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with her. It was a situation where they wanted her to do a song with somebody, a nigga. The song is still not her bigger song. She has songs with me that's bigger than that. So y'all trying to push this narrative that she need to be out here with these niggas? No, because when DJ Smallz turns off his camera, when Coca Vango cuts off his phone, I'm a mean best. She's Tamia, whatever, you know, she's her name. So y'all gonna set her up to be fucking miserable because now she getting fucked by everybody, or I'm fucking everybody, and we lonely. But guess what? We stuck to our shit. Yeah, well, people say, oh yeah, Coca should be by herself, she should be by, whatever. We stuck to our shit together, bro. And our shit together is well, like it's doing well. Like our YouTube channel has 370,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Our songs together, we have songs together, 1.5 million, 2.5 million, 3. We have songs together doing well. I started the clothing line. My clothing line is doing well. Keisha just started her clothing line 4 months ago. She did 24,000 first week last week. You feel me? That's from us tag teaming this shit. Anybody who got that opinion, give us some money then. If you want us to break up, pay us a couple $1 million and then we'll see. We'll act like it. You know what I'm saying? So we really don't be even listening to that. We hear it though all the time. Everybody got an opinion.
Now, for those in the audience getting to know you for the very first time, and her as well, what is the channel name to the couple YouTube channel?
The Vango. We are the Vangos. We are the Vangos. WeArethe. Vangos. Vangos. Yeah.
And what is the name of your clothing company that you're referencing here?
Merlin's father. And hers is Original Baddie Club. Mm-hmm.
And just winding down with the questions on the record deal side of things that ended, have you been offered a record deal since the one with HitGo has ended?
Yeah, I've had like 2 distribution situations that was offered after that. And then I got a distribution situation on the way right now. Literally, like we're in talks. Literally, I might be going ahead and inking that by the end of the month probably. But like, it's just distribution. I don't think I want to do the whole like, I don't have that, it ain't in me no more to want to do the whole like super sign to a big label thing anymore because like I've got a $35,000 check from YouTube in 1 month before, you know? I've got a $25,000 check from Shopify before in 1 month, you know? I've literally made, you know, I have a film company. I've done music videos all month and made $50,000 before. I've made big lump sum amounts of money without anybody in my business. I would hate to go on my YouTube and see claim on my shit. That'll piss me off. You know what I'm saying? I would hate to see red the dollar sign red marked out. Like I just like it the way it is. Everything right now, I get my checks from my streaming. I got my YouTube with my girl. My clothing line shit, it's all just Coca. It's all me. I can do what I want. I love it. I just love the freedom. Distribution though, I would love that. I would love to have somebody who focuses on playlisting and YouTube partnerships and making sure I'm at Rolling Loud and shit like that. I'm all for that. But all that you control when the music come out shit and all that you trying to tell me if I could be around my girl or not or she can't come, I'm good on that. I like where I'm at right now with my shit. Independent. I love it.
Anything else you want to mention about a record deal, being independent, or a question you weren't asked? People want to know about any of this stuff musically.
No, just want people to tune in and just know that Lover Boys Revenge is coming out, and I'm trying to drop a project I'm dropping a project every 30 days, and I'm gonna just keep giving music out, and I want to touch the people and. You know, chase your dreams because anything can happen. Like, I promise you, like, and it ain't no time limit on this shit. I've been doing this shit a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't no overnight shit. You know, I've been rapping since 2016, 2017. You know what I'm saying? And, like, you'll never know who's watching you because, like, on New Year's Day, one of the niggas who made me start rapping, I was on FaceTime with that nigga. And that nigga talking about he want to get in the studio with me. So that made me be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? You never fucking know who fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Put that fucking music out. Don't hold that shit. Put that fucking content out, bro. Because you never fucking know. You know what I'm saying?
Anything else, and not just musically or on the relationship with you and Keisha, anything else, generally speaking?
No, just we talked about the clothing line. We talked about the music. We talked about my relationship. We talked about pretty much everything. We talked about Jerry for about 5 hours. Shit, we talked about pretty much everything, man. Just, you know.
Be that as it may, any loose ends you want to tie from this interview with the previous topics you were asked, anything unspoken you want to speak on, anything that needs further clarification from what was said in this interview.
I cleaned up that situation with Keisha. I don't want nobody to ever think that, you know what I'm saying, I don't ever want nobody to say she was a side bitch. That was never the thing. My previous relationship before her, we broke up. I moved out. Me and Keisha started messing around months later. And even in it still took us 2 more months to make it official. You know? So I don't ever want nobody to get that narrative about things or anything that anybody think that's bad about me. Like I ain't that guy. You know, I give money to my fans all the time. I do giveaways. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Anything that anything that you've ever seen on a blog or anything about me, I'm not that guy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that. Like, I take care of all my people. Anybody in my family, anybody that got the blood of me in them is taken care of.
Any final words?
The school system needs to start teaching financial literacy because we're making a lot of grown-ass idiots. So hopefully somebody see that because it's really starting to piss me off about the school systems right now. Like, you got your DJ Smallz, you got your Coca Vangos, you got your Say Cheese TVs. You can't learn none of this shit in school. School, they need to start teaching people how to put out content. Before we got on camera, Smallz content every day. Somebody going to school every day talking about a fucking degree or some shit. No. Smallz said, I'm posting content every day. I said, I'm trying to drop more content. You see all them interviews. Smallz is interviewing everybody, and all these kids from the hood have $50 and $100 and $200,000 worth of jewelry. Not from something you learn in school. Schools, y'all gotta change it. Just figure out some subjects that y'all can start teaching these kids to where they can become successful. Because right now, it seems like the people that go against school are reaping the benefits. That's it. And
speaking of school, how far did you get with it?
9th grade. maybe the beginning of 10th grade. First semester in 10th grade, that's it.
And you dropped out.
My mom pulled me out because she knew I wasn't going to do shit in school. And then I think you got to be 15 or 16 or something to get pulled out all the way. And then my mom just was like, fuck it. And then I just never went back to school. Like, nah. After like 15, 16, I never went back to school ever again.
No GED?
No GED. No GED. But I took a test to get like a diploma from a Christian school. And then I went to Everest College and got a trade for heating and air conditioning. And I did that for a couple of years of my life too. I did HVAC. I was a maintenance man and shit. I did that before.
And what high school was this that you're referencing?
I went to Towers High School, but then I went to Everest College.